Moving on to Carly Ultimus. We're going to start off with Mommy.
Yes, so Carly, so you picked the very hard character for Kill la Kill, and you almost had it, I think, for Mako, but Mako is a very, very difficult character to play, and then I felt like you didn't commit, like when you went like naked or something at the end, and then that should have been the biggest thing for your audition, but you just fell off at the end. And then I could see that you coming out instead of Mako. And then you went on and did the voice of Ryuko and Satsuki. They are completely different characters, and there's no need for you to do that in the audition because just one line, I didn't get anything out of it other than the fact that you weren't really concentrating on one character. And for drawing your talent, I cannot eat jalapeno either, so if you could have go ahead and ate the whole sandwich, I would have, I could have seen your talent, but I'm sorry I didn't see it. And you said, you've been doing the drawing for 5 years, but all I saw was a little outline, so I wish I could have seen more, so I have to say no.
That's one no from Mommy. We're moving on to Keith.
Well, Carly Ultimus, first off, I love your name because it's totally a Transformer name, and that's
Ultimus Prime.
Holy Carly Ultimus. First off, it's a good thing that your digital drawings rock because taking care of a guinea pig and eating jalapenos doesn't really cut it on the hard streets of Idleville. It just doesn't. Actually, true story, the first time I went into Bang Zoom and auditioned for Mommy, I ate an entire jalapeno sandwich, and that's how I got my first gig. He was so impressed. I did a whole thing. He was like, this guy, let's give him whatever he wants. So I've gone all the way with it. On the voiceover, for a girl who's obsessed with nudity, you were really holding back, I thought. You opened up with what should have been like a high-energy scene, and you played it like your jalapeno-loving mom told you to keep it down. Shh, quiet when you're auditioning, which is a shame because it seems like you have like a really, really fun, sorry, Patrick, a really fun personality. So if you could have brought that personality to your performance, I would have been totally sold. But as it is, it wasn't enough jalapenos. More jalapenos. I'm sorry, but I like you. I like you anyway.
Patrick, what did you think?
On the talent side of things, I mean, I like that you showed the drawings, but then you're like, I'm so good at eating. But then you took a bite and you weren't. You were actively bad at eating. And I say this as a dude who's good at eating. Like, you can't be like, I'm so good at eating. I'm like the eating master. And then be like, oh my God, the sandwich. I felt like that could have been your finest hour because you didn't know about the jalapenos, but you could have rallied and you could have stuck with it and really been the talk of legend. So not so much on the talent side of things. On the VO side of things, all the girls were sort of landing the same place vocally, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. Mako is a tall order, and you editorially, not just you, well, you too, but everyone you choose her at your peril, because if you're going to do Mako, it needs to be really awesome. You need to commit fully. It needs to be mile a minute staccato, high energy all the way through, and it didn't quite do that. So I'm gonna say no.
That is a no for Carly Ultimus, but you win at life because your name is awesome anyways. Moving on to
Ultimus.
I mean, he's not a judge. But Patrick is. Patrick, your turn to start.
Ooh! For Daisy?
Yes, Daisy.
You're a Daisy if you do.
I'm just making sure. Okay, on the voice side of things, I think the thing that stood out to me the most about her audition was the fact that she got loud at the end. Because speaking as a dude who is screaming and yelling all the time and getting paid for it, that is definitely something that you will be called upon to do as a voiceover actor. So I thought that it was good that she included that. I think it was probably the favorite thing of hers, for me, at least in the voice audition part of things. On the talent side of things, I felt like I was at some like LA restaurant where they bring you out like a tiny little plate with like one bite of food. She's like, I can sing, I can do this. Like she would do something for like a fraction of a second and then be over. I'm like, wait, but can you do that? I don't. Where'd it go? It's done. So I mean, I liked the photos, but everything else, I felt like she was just teasing me with maybe I can do this thing. You'll never know. You'll never know because I won't show you. So for me, at least for now, I'm gonna have to say no.
That is a no. Mommy, what did you think?
Yes, Daisy, I really liked your voice. You have a very unique voice. We've been hearing a lot of cute anime voice on these auditions, but you have a very different voice, and I liked your boy voice and the sexy, mature voice as well. So I really liked hear more of it. I didn't think you owned the characters totally, but I want to see more from you. And then for talent, I can tell that you have a very great singing skills, and I think it's very great. And stage also helps with voice acting as well. So I like to hear more from you. So I say yes.
All right, so that's a yes from Mommy. Keith, you're the deciding vote once again.
Yeah, I love the power. The power. Daisy, first off, I got to say I love your closet. I noticed you have a pink umbrella, which tells me that you like to be prepared and at the same time fashionable. So I learned that about you. That's cool. Telling us you do stage work doesn't really count. That's nice. Your photos were cool. Nowadays, it's not that hard to have 4 or 5 photos that are nice. So I don't know that that makes you a photographer. And I didn't hear the same thing they said about the singing. Like it was so. I was like, oh, maybe she's. And then you would cut it off. I need to hear a little more. So if you're going to do singing just for anybody, just sing for a little bit so we can really be sure like she can sing. As far as the voiceover, in the end, I really liked the commitment and the energy that you threw in that final character. And I kind of wish you opened with that, but then also took that character down so I could hear that same character in a casual setting as well. Everything else, I really just felt like you needed to push yourself. I mean, the most important thing in acting is believability. So we can pick on all the little technical things we want, but the bottom line is, do we believe you're in that situation? And I really, like, you had a ka-king, and like it felt like it should have had some energy, and you just kind of said it. I didn't believe that you heard that sound or remembering that sound or whatever it was supposed to be. It just, I just feel you need a little more work. The talent is maybe there, but a little more work. So unfortunately, keep working at it. Maybe second season, but for now, for me, it's a thumbs down.
All right,
Love the
Daisy,
umbrella.
you again, more improved with all this feedback that you've just received. Thank you for your time. So we're moving on to our last contestant of the day. Her name is Sarah Williams, which is awesome because we know a Sarah Williams who was a voice actor, right?
That's
Yes.
right. Is this her in disguise?
Mommy, what did you think of Sarah?
Sarah, you have a very good energy. I love your projection, and I liked how you are not afraid of making funny, weird reactions. I can see that you're not afraid. So I really liked about that. And then, but I did wanted to hear a little bit more from you, maybe a little bit different characters. I think the last voice you did was close to your natural voice, and then that also sounded nice. So I can hear you have a wider range. And talent, so singing sounds very beautiful, and I like to hear more. And it's very impressive that you can make costumes and you made your own prom dress. That's very nice. So I say yes.
That is a yes from Mommy. What did you think, Keith?
We'll start on the talent again. I like the cosplay and the dresses that you made. For me, I really couldn't. Mommy's amazing that she can tell the singing so quickly. I really couldn't tell in the singing. The runs, I thought the vocal runs I couldn't tell if they were really good or not. I was like, maybe. But you definitely can hold a note, which is more than I can do. So I know we're picking on you, and I apologize. But you did put yourself out there. So I wish we had a longer clip for that for me to demonstrate. No. On the voiceover, there's a real danger in using short clips. I felt like you did a lot of characters, and they were really short clips, so I could tell that you could kind of change your voice some, but I really didn't get a good beat on your acting, because there were no changes. It was like, here's a little snippet, here's a little snippet, I'm going to do a little like this, I'm going to do a little like this, now I'm this, and it went back and forth, and it wasn't enough for me. I'm sorry, I just needed something to hold on to and go, oh, wow, she can act. And then show me you can do these other voices, too. So I just wasn't left with a sense of what you can do, so I unfortunately have to say thumbs down.
So that's
You're such a bad guy today. I feel so evil. Bad, Keith.
So Patrick, you are the decision maker, it seems. What did you think of Sarah Williams?
Well, I want to get this Sarah Williams and the other Sarah Williams into Thunderdome so they can fight. I got really excited when I saw they had the same name. On the talent side of things, there were a lot of things in the video. There were some songs, some theater clips and shots, some contortion. Yay for contortion. I mean, that's an old school, like, variety hour. This is my skill that is useless in real life, but here we go. I will say, just to be picky and pedantic, loving your friends is one of the things you listed as a talent. That's really only a talent if your friends are terrible people. If your friends are nice, that doesn't take any effort. If they're just horrible people, then that's a talent. Hopefully they're not, and it's not a talent. On the VO side of things, I liked the rapid fire variety with so many people doing the same thing for the whole damn time. I still have to make your ballet shoes, by the way, Keith. So I like the rapid fire variety, but I will admit that some of the exchanges within a scene, it wasn't always clear, and it got a little bit cacophonous. I mean, I think it does run that risk that Keith was talking about, where it's just like, wait, what's going on? I wasn't expecting the low voice. That sort of came out of left field. And because I want my Thunderdome dreams to come true, and all these other things I listed, I'm going to say yes.
All right. That's great news.
Thunderdome?
This is way harder than it looks.
So it looks like we have one contestant who is going to make it through to the final. To the finals, and that woman's name is Sarah Williams, who will also have to battle it out for the use of the name Sarah Williams in the future, but that's not here or now.
Thunderdome!
I would like to say thank you for your time, everybody. That was really fun. And that's it for this episode of The Perfect Idol, brought to you by Star Child Records and Bang Zoom Entertainment. And thanks, guys. We will catch you next episode.
僕万物を知る知識の神白沢と申し
落ちたことを誇りに思え。うるせえ、地獄に帰れ。厳しいな。ここは地獄なんですよ。おのらじゃぬけ。地獄では強くてなんぼです。頭にケツが乗っているように見える。